Audit Tuesday will be explaining how YouAttest can automate any resource with your existing IAM. To help explain why this is important is Craig Guinnasso, Senior Director of Technology and Cybersecurity at Elector. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Ashley. How's it going? Good morning.
Good morning. So first, Craig, why don't you tell the audience what you do?
So I manage both technology and cybersecurity at a pre-commercial pharmaceutical company, biotech in South San Francisco.
And do you do access reviews? And if so, why do you do them?
We do access reviews. We do quite a few of them. We do them for a couple of reasons. One, and really the catalyst for us getting into this was for SOX. So we do a lot of SOX control and auditing as it relates to SOX. We also do it just as a courtesy to our application owners so that they know who has access to what. And we also find that by doing this, we save a lot of money on licensing.
And as a YouAttest user, you utilize YouAttest to audit your IAM. Is that right?
That's correct.
But sometimes resources are not connected to the IAM.
That's also correct.
So Garrett, why don't you explain how YouAttest can audit these non-IAM resources?
Perfect. So does everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
There you go. That's a good sign. Okay, so this is Craig and everyone else's environment. They have some type of identity store, right? Craig, in your case, no, don't tell the world, but you have one of these, okay?
That's correct. Yep, we do.
Yeah. So what we did there is we connected through this wonderful SSO connector that Share, our product manager, created with the team, okay? And what it is, yeah, it's connected with SAML or OIDC. That's the front side. The back side, the APIs do their stuff and pull all the information. But for you, that's like a 5-minute deployment. And then this is the real story. All the other resources, we're able to pump all the other resources that aren't in your directories, okay? This is where the fun comes in. Now you have what we call the big E, all the entitlements. And the risk manager, in this case, Craig, he sits there and he can say, okay, I want to audit my IAM, my Azure AD. No, today I'm going to audit all these other apps that aren't connected. And the product automatically does it. That's what YouAttest does. It grabs the manager from your IAM and then sends out automatically a attestation, a recertification campaign to the proper manager. It doesn't matter whether the resource is here in some siloed app or if the resource is in your Azure AD, it will work either way. And that's unique in the industry. The process creates evidence. Do care that you've actually audited the user. And the managers, they get to certify, revoke, or delegate. That's what it does.
So Craig, that's a big time saver for enterprises, right?
Huge time saver. Because I think most companies aren't even doing this. If they are, it's probably very manual. They're probably exporting the information, the user list, if they're lucky, to a CSV or an Excel spreadsheet, and then they have to send that around, which is pretty labor intensive, and it's really easy to miss something.
So Cher, why don't you run a demo and show how this is done?
Sure. I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
We do.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Okay, since we are talking about siloed applications, and we also do get requests from our customers regarding applications which are like sitting in silos. Which are like outside of your IDPs or connected IDPs. We have like a couple of routes you can send information, and we can ingest that information. One way is to use your YouAttest console to upload a CSV file. So that CSV file will have all the details of your applications and the users, their permissions, and what they can access inside that siloed application. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a siloed audit, application audit. Its name. And you have to provide a due date as to when this would be due for the auditors and the reviewers. And then you select the CSV source. Once you have that, you just choose the CSV file that you have and hit next. So once this is done, all you have to do is to do the mapping of the siloed application CSV with the username, first name, last name. And the most important, which is the user roles. So if you have different roles or permissions for these users inside the applications, you have to use that, and you have to map that. If they're like multiple, then you can use this checkbox, which would separate that in separate line items. And also, if you have the user's manager's email address, you can map that. If you don't have it, if you want to have that like fetched from the IDP, which is connected with your YouAttest tenant, you can do so as well. I'm just going to go ahead and map the manager email address. And once this is done, you have done what you were supposed to do, and you create the audit.
Yeah, and I'll just jump in. So the cool thing is you don't have to sync. You don't have to sync your siloed resource to your IAM. We're just keying on some field, share here, keyed on the email address, right?
That is correct. So once this is created, you can see all the attributes which are being pulled from the CSV and that you have provided. Also, if you'd like to pull different attributes which are like connected with these users inside your identity management system, which could be Azure in this case, and in this case it is Azure. So I can either pull users managers information or the user status from there, and I can see to what managers assigned to these users. Once this is done, all we require from you is to auto-delegate this to all the managers. And what's going to happen is these managers, which are assigned to these users, they're going to get an email.
And correct, that's the big time saver, right there, the auto-delegation, right?
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Right. So once this is done, what's going to happen is on my email address, I'm going to get an email, which is going to say,
and that's like
manual
you're the
delegation.
reviewer there, right, Cher? As the reviewer,
correct, yeah.
You get the email. That's cool. Thanks, the manager.
Right.
Yeah.
So all we need from the reviewer is to click this link and get routed to their reviewer's portal, which would show them the users that they are assigned to. And as an admin, I'm just going to go ahead and perform certification on some of the roles of these users, just to have a demo completed.
Yeah. So that's then the manager actually reviews what we extracted from that siloed resources and says, yeah, I certify this, or I pick this or this that doesn't match, and revoke. And that goes back up to the admin, the risk manager, right?
That is correct, yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it shows that he's done one, right?
Right. So once this is done, and the reviewers would perform their attestation on the users that are assigned to them. Once this gets completed, we do have an option for the admin to extract this in a report, this audit in a report, detailing as to what exactly has happened. So I'm just going to type in my email address over here, and I'm going to extract a PDF report. And I'm just going to hit report in PDF and hit report. So what
and
this
that's
would do is
that straight out is what's used in all your compliances, better HIPAA, HITRUST, SOC, SOC 2, etc. And that's what you use, right, Craig, for your evidence?
That's correct.
right. So this is the report. So it starts off with the campaign name and provides the detail about the campaign. So this is a siloed application or an audit via resource report. It is in PDF format. It provides the details about the campaign as to when it was created, the report time, the total users. And then also you can see this user has these attributes which were being pulled, either pulled directly from the IDM or provided through the CSV file that we loaded into the YouAttest portal.
And Craig, this is what you show to the external auditors, and they all love this thing, right?
That's correct.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Great stuff there, Sherry. Why don't we wrap it up there, Ashley?
Yeah, so this saves a lot of time for the risk manager in sending out and collating spreadsheets, right, Craig?
It sure does. It makes it so much easier, and the fact that you've given this formal attention really gets a lot of traction with the auditors.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining, Craig. And if you want to automate your identity audits, YouAttest can be reached at youattest.com or just write us at info@youattest.com. Thank you all for joining. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks,
Yeah.
Cher.
Thank you, guys.